So what's up? How you doing today? We're going to take a look at Jerry's approach to Brown Eyed Women on both the slower Europe 72 version and versus the faster Cornell 77 version. Let's start with the slow one and let's listen to the intro, verse, and chorus, and then we're going to break down what's going on. So first off, this song is in the key of E, revolves all around that E chord, that E note, and he starts off right down here, just playing this very melodic lead line going. And then we've got a little, forgot to add that in the tab there, and then going into the C sharp minor. So very melodic. It's just revolving all around, mostly just around the, except for that one note here, the E major pentatonic, right? And that's all that is there. And then kicking into the chords, it's just a lot of, bar chords here, little half bars times. And you could sometimes play open, play like this, right? Or sorry, C sharp minor is the first one. You could always play it here too. And so that intro part is just the second half of the verse, and then kicking into the verse, we've got that C sharp minor. Hang on the A, extra 2 beats, measure 2/4. Right, and then for the chorus, it's going right into a B. You could play it right here, play it here. Doesn't really matter which. We've got. And then two in a measure here, E, B real quick. F sharp minor. More space on those last few, and then back to the, and sometimes there's a, but not always there, just leading into that C sharp minor. But let's give a listen now to the faster version of it and check out the difference with that. So the really main difference here is the feel above all, and then the intro, how Jerry's soloing the verse or the chords, we'll look in a second, is not really drastically different. It's just mostly the feel. But the beginning, he's got something, this is not note for note, but more just like, he's not only the tempo faster, but he's playing a lot faster as well. So you've got, something like that, right? And then he's more clear on hitting these little lead-ins to the this little chromatic thing, leading into that C sharp minor. Right, so that's the biggest difference. And then the feel when he's getting into it, it's kind of like it's chugging along, just. Basically the same thing for the chorus. So now let's check out the last part, the bridge, and this time let's listen to both versions back to back, and then we'll break it down, and then we'll start to look at the solo section. So, same idea here. They're roughly, it's the same chords. You can plan it here, plan it there. Between the two versions, about the same idea. It's just the feel, the way he's playing here. And it's just, just really sparse in the Europe 72 versions. So now it's a B minor. This is the one chord that's outside of the key. Just one note in it, just this D note. Should be D sharp in the key of E, so it just adds a little color there. Does it all again, and then C sharp minor, played here, and just descending right down the scale. Back up, extra 2 beats, and back to it there. And you can see that last little part, the A to E, it's the same thing with the measure 2/4. The same as the end of the chorus, end of the verse, end of the bridge, all the same thing there. And so for the Cornell version, it's all the same stuff, just that faster little kind of groove going. Except it's not quite as busy. It's a little more sparse in the bridge part because it kind of opens up the sound there. And that's really the only big difference with that. But let's give a listen now to the solo from the Europe 72 version, where I'm trying to play it pretty much note for note, which is a rare thing I like to do for Jerry or any kind of Dead related stuff. And then we'll see what's going on. We'll do the same thing for the Cornell. So this one is really just a variation, just almost the same thing as the intro thing, being very melodic, and it's just coming in right here. It's just doing that chromatic thing right into the C sharp. Sliding it down, pull-offs. And then here's the tough part. Here's a bend here, a full bend, this low down. So you gotta hit that note. Oops, a little too far. And then twice, right? And then so that's tricky there. You gotta 2 in a row. And then a fast little thing to bring it back. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, note for note from the Europe version. Now let's listen to just a little bit of me just doing more of my own thing from the Cornell version, and I'll break down what's going on and explain why I'm doing it that way. So here I'm trying to do the variation of that beginning part, except it's from the Cornell version, which is faster, going right. Got those words, but doing it over here because I want to highlight that you can play this, revolve around this E major pentatonic, which is the same as C sharp minor pentatonic. So starting on that C sharp minor chord, but it just works throughout the whole progression, and then throwing in some other notes from the E major scale, and then throwing in just any old, any old notes, just chromatic stuff, but revolving right around here and getting this diagonal spot where you're hitting the E down here, and then going up here diagonally. That kind of stuff there, and this is all about speed, and this is actually kind of one of my weak points, is like getting that speed and just going. Sometimes I feel like I fall apart a little bit, but this is a good one to actually work on your chops if you're like me, trying to work on getting your speed going and just kind of like, keeping it going like a marathon when it goes on for a long time. Because in this version too, the one difference is the arrangement, is that the Cornell version, they solo over that first 3 times, where in Europe 72 it's just 1 time. So it's really going hard, going for a while, and yeah, just messing around with that little area. It's all you need to do, and just kind of keep that melody in mind. And if you're looking for more ways to approach this, I have a signature licks video here with licks from both these versions. You can do exact what Jerry did, and also a vocal melody for guitar, so learning that melody, applying it to guitar. But I also want to know, which version do you like better? So let me know in the comments down below, which one do you prefer, and hopefully I'll see you in one of these other videos.